Did you know that it's precisely because of eating this with seaweed that people have suffered from cancer and dementia? Known as the vegetable of the sea, seaweed is a superfood with certain food combinations that are highly beneficial, as well as some that are not. Even beneficial seaweed must be eaten correctly to be good for the body. Consuming it with harmful foods can actually damage your health. Therefore, we have prepared this information for you: 3 types of food that are the worst combination with seaweed for cancer and dementia prevention, and 3 that are the best. You can also enjoy seaweed in a sweet and sour salad or eat it fresh. Recently, seaweed has gained immense popularity due to its amazing weight loss and heavy metal detoxification abilities, and the newly discovered anti-cancer properties of wakame, a type of seaweed. However, did you know that there are certain foods that, when eaten with seaweed, can harm your health? Let's explore 3 of the worst and 3 of the best food combinations with seaweed for cancer and dementia prevention. The first worst combination with seaweed is green onion. While green onions are commonly added to soups for a refreshing taste, they are surprisingly not used in seaweed soup. The reason is not just because the textures of green onion and seaweed don't mix well, but there's a bigger reason. Did you know that seaweed is excellent for bone health? You might think calcium is more abundant in animal products, but seaweed is actually rich in it. In fact, 100 g of fresh seaweed contains 150 milligrams of calcium, which is 13 times that of milk and 25 times that of spinach. This calcium is especially beneficial for women, particularly during postpartum care and menopause due to hormonal changes. However, there's a problem: high doses of calcium supplements can lead to health issues like kidney stones and cardiovascular diseases. Seaweed is the ideal natural source of calcium, aiding in absorption due to its rich mineral content. However, if you consume seaweed with green onions, you won't be able to absorb any of the calcium. The healthy phosphorus and sulfur components in green onions interfere with the absorption of seaweed's calcium. Moreover, seaweed is excellent for detoxifying fine dust and heavy metals, thanks to its alginic acid. But when combined with green onions, the detoxifying effect is reduced. Therefore, it's best to consume seaweed and green onions separately to enjoy their individual benefits. The first best combination with seaweed is tomatoes, especially effective when eaten with wakame. Seaweed is divided into 3 parts: the head, stem, and leaf, with the head resembling ears and being called wakame. The head is thicker and not as commonly used in cooking as the stem, but recent research has shown its remarkable anti-cancer properties. The fucoidan content in wakame is 7 times higher than in the rest of the seaweed, inducing cancer cells to self-destruct, preventing tumor formation and metastasis. At this point, tomatoes come into play. When consumed with seaweed and wakame, their anti-cancer effects are maximized. Tomatoes, one of the top 10 superfoods, are rich in the antioxidant lycopene, which eliminates active oxygen in the body, slows aging, and has anti-inflammatory and anti-cancer effects. This effect, combined with the fucoidan in seaweed, creates a synergistic effect. Moreover, the vitamin C in tomatoes, which can oxidize and disappear when exposed to air, is preserved when combined with the salty taste of seaweed. Seaweed's sodium content can cause concern due to its saltiness, but the potassium in tomatoes helps to expel this salt from the body, thereby preventing a rise in blood pressure. The second worst combination with seaweed is for individuals with poor thyroid function. The thyroid, a major endocrine gland in our body, acts as the body's conductor or boiler, maintaining vital functions like heartbeat and metabolism. One of the key components of thyroid hormones is iodine, abundant in seaweed. Iodine deficiency can lead to an increase in body weight, chronic fatigue, and even hair loss. The World Health Organization warns that a lack of iodine can cause cell damage and dementia. However, excessive consumption of seaweed can be dangerous for those with hypothyroidism or a history of hyperthyroidism, as the reactive oxygen produced during iodine metabolism can cause inflammation, thyroiditis, and even cancer. So, should you worry about eating seaweed? No, there's a secret way to enjoy it safely. The second best combination with seaweed is tofu. As mentioned earlier, consuming too much seaweed can be risky due to excessive iodine intake. However, when eaten with tofu, this excess iodine can be regulate for a balanced intake. Have you ever noticed white foam when soaking soybeans or making tofu? That's saponin, a miraculous anti-cancer component found in 5 varieties in tofu made from soybeans. Saponin, present in ginseng and red ginseng, helps to remove iodine from the body. When consumed with iodine-rich seaweed, it perfectly complements each other, creating a synergistic effect. Seaweed also aids in the complete absorption of protein from other foods and improves digestion. The protein in soybeans is fully absorbed when eaten with seaweed, making it a perfect combination. A recommended recipe is tofu seaweed soup. The third worst combination with seaweed is perilla oil seaweed soup. Many people enjoy cooking seaweed soup with savory perilla oil, which contains unsaturated fatty acids. Perilla oil's main ingredient, perilla seeds, is rich in linolenic acid, beneficial for preventing dementia and maintaining brain health. It also removes cholesterol from blood vessels, preventing arteriosclerosis and cardiovascular diseases. Seaweed, rich in iron, is effective in creating clean blood. However, there's a catch: cooking with perilla oil at high temperatures is problematic. Its low smoke point means that it oxidizes quickly when heated, producing harmful substances like benzopyrene, a dangerous carcinogen. This not only causes various cancers and endocrine disorders but is also harmful to brain health. Therefore, it's crucial not to cook seaweed soup with perilla oil at high temperatures. Instead, use vinegar as the best combination with seaweed. Seaweed is excellent for hypertension and cardiovascular diseases, thanks to its histamine content. Alginic acid in seaweed expels fat and salt from the body and lowers bad cholesterol levels. It also reduces glucose production, preventing insulin resistance, thus regulating blood sugar and preventing diabetes. When combined with vinegar, rich in organic acids, it promotes blood circulation and metabolism, expelling harmful substances absorbed by seaweed from the body. Moreover, vinegar ensures the full absorption of calcium in seaweed. Seaweed is also rich in dietary fiber, beneficial for intestinal health, fat accumulation, and enhancing weight loss effects. When consumed with vinegar, digestion is maximized, and fat is burned, making it an excellent food for weight loss. Therefore, always include seaweed and vinegar in your diet for heart and blood vessel health, as well as for weight loss benefits. In conclusion, we have explored the 3 worst and 3 best food combinations with seaweed. To summarize, avoid pairing seaweed with green onions, and instead, combine it with tomatoes, especially wakame. For those with poor thyroid function, avoid excessive consumption and pair it with tofu made from soybeans to maximize health benefits. When cooking seaweed soup, avoid using perilla oil at high temperatures, and instead, use vinegar to enhance health and achieve dietary goals. Enjoy seaweed with the right combinations to protect your health.